Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi Funaya, welcome. Ifunaya, thank you guys, thank you. Young, good afternoon, welcome. How are you doing? Hi Noni. Hi. Welcome to the live. Rukayat. Thank you for coming again. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you. Guys, you guys are welcome. So did anybody drop question in the group? I don't think I'll read that message today. Oh. Thanks for the support. Prince, you are welcome. Thank you too for coming to my live. Please, if you have a questions as usual, just drop it, right? More people are still coming in, so let's wait a little. But if you have a question, drop, okay? Today is just a chill day for me. It has been very busy, so but I'll do well to answer any question I see. And if I don't see any questions, we move. Mhm. Mm. Please, if you have a question, drop in the comment section or in the chat box. Someone asked me question on my on my channel, but I cannot remember that question again. Please, can you advise on schools that are lenient on the roll call issue I keep hearing about? My brother, can I advise? I don't really have the schools like that, but I just know that I think Umio is part of it. Umio, they are very strict with their roll call. Umio is number one. Then Linus University? That one, me I know is that when it was time to give people back their school fees, they started wasting time, and a lot of people lost money. So, hi Voke, welcome, thank you. Is there any health insurance? Okay, maybe I should just talk about health insurance. I did a video. I wanted to post a video. Do you want to wait for the video? Or I should talk about it. Is there health insurance for BSc? So normally the university you apply for. Wait, first let me finish Prince. Prince, please. I don't have the all the list of universities that are very strict, but I just know that Umio is one of them. You get Umio is one of them. I don't know other ones, but at the end of the day, I always keep telling people that application is by the grace of God here. You understand? So just pray that your application favors you. So that's the most important thing. But I know that Umio is number one. You get so. See, just take it that all the universities are strict with roll call. Just take it like that so that you'll be able to plan yourself better when you want to apply for your resident permit. And I told you that you see that resident permit of a thing. Like I told you, let's assume now March 27, definitely they'll give you your admission. So you have April, May, June. I told you June here is they don't joke with their summer. That is a summer period. So But another thing is, if you like apply, that's the thing is just dicey. Some people you that apply before you, some people that apply before you, the ones that apply just later we get before you. It's just crazy. At the end of the day, it's your case officer. If your case officer is someone that is on vacation, they've assigned your case to him. Wahala. So I keep telling people there's a God factor in all these things you get. So some people will rush now. Maybe when they give them their university, when they give them their admission, good for them. They have the proof of fund. They've paid their school fees. They'll go and apply to they go and rush and go and apply to visa. Even if you rush, it's not likely that you will get it immediately. You get, at the end of the day, is who they assign your case to. So if you like, go and rush. I know some people, somebody, I remember my time, somebody applied in May, somebody even applied in April. We that applied in June got before the person. They were really angry. You get, and that roll call is very important. And immigration, nothing concern them. They don't care whether roll call or no roll call. As long as your school have told you you cannot resume again, immigration, if they've not given you your resident permit, you may likely not go. I told you the girl that came this year, she has already gotten her resident permit. She came to the school because of they've done the roll call. The school didn't allow her to come inside. So at the end of the day, Prince, just pray. Just, it's a matter of praying. Just pray that God directs you, that you apply at the right time, and God gives you a good case officer. Like me, I applied in 3rd of June and I got granted August 13. School was supposed to classes were supposed to start August 28th, and the resident permit card takes 2 weeks to come. Sometimes it takes 3 weeks. So when we got granted, the next day we just had to travel to Abuja to do the biometrics, right? So we now had to wait for another 3 weeks. At the end of the day, I came into Sweden September 17. So you see how much time has gone. But luckily for me, like I told you, we started our classes on Zoom because of that time. That was when COVID was leaving. We started our classes on Zoom. So, and I was participating in all the assignment. But now they are no more doing classes on Zoom. So it's very, very difficult. So that was my saving grace, you get. So at the end of, you see, it's not, I don't like using the word it's not easy. It's easy, it's going to be easy for you, so you are going to do it. Print. So Vocare, is there any health insurance for BSc? So normally when you come here to study, when you come here to study um for a 2-year program, the university gives you insurance, right? So when you finish paying your school fees, they'll send you the certificate, because you need that insurance to apply to upload it when you are applying for your resident permit. So for a 1-year program, they don't give. I think you are the one that have to go and get your insurance by yourself. So Voke, I want to believe that your course is a 3-year program. So definitely they are going to give you insurance. Do you get? So that's it. I hope I answered your question. Young says, please, is there any scholarship for BSc in Sweden? There's none that I know of. Most people that come here to study BSc, I've never seen anybody say they got scholarship. I don't think there's any scholarship. So it's mostly for masters that there's scholarship. So you can do your own research, but I haven't seen. I don't think there's any scholarship for masters. Most of the scholarship for BSc, most of the scholarship is for masters student. Rukayat, what will happen if the roll call was missed? My sister, if it's missed, that's the end though. So if your roll call has been missed, so like this girl that I told you about now, she was lucky, she had already gotten her resident permit, right? So she emailed her school, begged her school. They don't used to hear begging here. There's nothing like please, I beg. That's why when it was in this country, I learned how to be on time. Like when they tell you 3 is 3, they start at 3, they don't wait. There's nothing like African time here, nothing like that. So when they tell you roll call is this, so if you miss the roll call, they don't, it's by the grace of God. But I'm telling you, this one, they don't, they will not take you in. They will not take you in. Now, maybe when you come to the group chat, I'll tell you what people do when they've gotten their resident permit and they've come inside here. So we'll go to the other room to discuss about that one. I don't want to talk about it here. Do you get? So that's if you have gotten your resident permit and you come here, they did not allow you to enter to continue your school. I'll tell you, I'll give you some stuff. Vocare, will the insurance cover me and the family? Did it cover? Yes, I think it covered me and my husband then. Yeah, I think it covered me and my husband because I didn't show another insurance. You get? I think it covered me and my husband. So I think it should. Is the health insurance free? Um, so like I told you, for the 2 year, like me now, for my 2 year master's program, they gave me the insurance certificate, so it's free. I didn't pay for it. I guess it's inside the school fees that you will pay, so it's free. So I didn't pay for it. But for people that are coming for 1 year masters, you have to go to all these um rans is it answer mansard, all those insurance company. You have to go to them and then look for um, like buy a insurance. Just tell them that you want to travel out of the country and you need insurance, so they'll give you. And the insurance must cover a lot of things. I think I already shot a video. Maybe I'm going to upload it so you will have more details about what the insurance should cover. So I'm going to upload that video. Okay. So about insurance, I think I've covered insurance. Please, if you have more questions, let us go. Let us go. I think I need to. Someone asked me question. I cannot remember the question. Yeah, AXA Mansard. Yes, that's correct. So you can go to AXA Mansard. There are some other all those big insurance company. Yes, they have the cover or the package that they can. But that's if you're coming for a 1 year course. But for you that's coming for a 2 year course, your school is going to give it to you. So I believe if they can give 2 year course, definitely for BSc they can give 3 year course for 3 year course. So they should. So that's it. So it's part of your school fees. It's part of your school fees. So then with that you can have access to the hospital here. But they always tell you hospital here is free, hospital here is free. Well, to an extent is free. It's relatively free somehow, but it's not free like that. Like for children now, dental care is free for them, but for we adults, dental care is not free. But when you have a doctor's appointment here, and after you see the doctor and whatever, at the end they'll send you an invoice. It's usually between 300 crowns, right? So you have 30 days to pay it. Like I told you, when you come here, you will not really get sick like that. So sometimes going to the hospital is just for formality sake. So that's it. Prince said if you are coming with a dependent with a plan for dependent to work while you study, is it possible for them to earn enough to cover your semester fees while you study? Say you pay 70. Prince, it seems you are new here, so let me break it down for you. Let's assume the semester starts September, let's say 1st of September. You and your dependents come here. You come here on a 2 year master's program, right? Now, you people cannot work if you've not gotten your social security number. So that number, you have to get it first. Now, when you now get the number, you start looking for job. You may be lucky the day you enter, you will see job. You may be lucky 1 month, 2 months. I have one of my friends, she came here, though she didn't come as a student, she came to meet her husband, the city that she's living in. She stayed 8 months, she didn't see any job. So imagine she didn't have her husband there, and well, her husband is working, so she's not studying. So there was not much pressure. So Prince, back to what I was telling you. You need that number, and in fact, let me answer your answer clearly. No, it's not going to be possible for you to be able to after the first semester you get a job to pay the second semester. No, it's not going to be possible, even because when you come September, October, November, December, they'll send you your second invoice to pay your school fees. Now, you people might, even if you get a job, the job cannot pay you the amount. You cannot even get up to 30,000 or 40,000 to gather all the money together that you want to use to pay school fees. So now your school fees is 70,000. It's not possible. So that's why I always advise people, if possible, I know it's not easy, guys. I really know, I know it's not easy, but if possible, come with your, have your second semester fee in your account. If you don't even have the full, have like part of it, so that you know that when you come here, you supply, you like look for how to supplement or something like that. You understand? So Prince, your answer is no, it's not going to be possible. Even you, if you, the thing is, the social security number takes 2 weeks to 3 months to come out. You get, so you may be lucky your own will come out in 2 weeks. Then you start looking for job. So it's very dicey. Just for you to be on the safe side, try to have part of your school fees or full of your school fees before second semester fees before coming. You get. So Culture Debbie says, please, do you have any helpful information about University of Gothenburg? What do you want to know? I shall know that Gothenburg is a very big city, and yes, there are jobs in Gothenburg, and they have a lot of immigrants there, a lot of um I don't use the word black, but a lot of immigrants are there. So, but there's housing crisis in Gothenburg because people are plenty there. So Gothenburg is good too, but housing crisis, there are jobs. So, but I don't know the kind of jobs, but definitely the normal jobs I talk to you about: cleaning, warehouse, paper delivery, all those kind of jobs. So at the end of the day, when you arrive, when you get a social security number, you have to work. You work you every day. Don't stay in the house. You will, in fact, it's my husband that even taught me that thing. That time when we arrived, every morning he has baited. He's just going to street, he's just walking. And that walking helped him. You'll be walking on the road, you will see your fellow black people, you greet them, tell them you need job, and they can help you with job. So when you come, don't be indoors. If you come with a child or you have children, let one of your partners stay home and take care of the children while the other one goes and walks around. If you stay indoors, you will not see road though. So, Debbie, that's the information I have for Gothenburg. Um, Debbie says, please, do you have any helpful? Okay, yeah. I think Debbie says, also, please, what do you think about someone applying for 4 different courses but all in one university? Hi, Debbie. Why would you want to do that? They've already given you luxury to apply to 4 different universities. You think they don't have a reason why they do that? Of course they have a reason why they do that. So now this is how it works. You have 4 universities, you have opportunity to apply to 4 universities, maybe different course or however you want it. Now the one you chose as your first choice may likely see your transcript and be like, no, you don't fit. So they've removed you. Now, if the first one remove you, the second, they will now move to your second choice. The second choice may likely give you admission. Now, if the second choice does not give you, they will move to your third choice. Maybe it's in the third choice that you will meet the criteria. You understand? It's in the third choice you meet the criteria, and that's how you will get admission. So imagine now you put Gothenburg, and they've already brought out your degree transcript and see that it did not meet the qualification, and they've seen that you've put them in order. You may meet it in other ones, so but it's just to be honest. What to do it is not bad though. I'm not saying it's bad. It's your choice. You get, but give yourself that avenue or that opportunity to be able to have a chance to get admitted, even if it's one university. You get, and one thing I need to tell you, when you apply to universities, it's very rare that two will give you admitted. They know what they are doing. So I remember when my husband applied for his own, the first one admitted him. The second one, he was qualified, because you will see if you are qualified for a course. As the application is going, you can go and be checking your this thing. You'll be seeing that they'll put qualified. If you qualify, it means they've handled your application and they see that you've qualified, but they've not given you admission. Do you get? You see qualified. They will tell you how many percent you are qualified. I remember when I was applying for my chemistry, I qualified. The chemistry I wanted to apply for, I was 98% qualified for that course. That was when I knew I was going to get that course. So it shows you how many percentage you are qualified. So by the time every other people finish applying, and maybe now they have only 15 people that they need for that university, and maybe you now you qualified maybe 60%. Of course, if they have more 98%, they are going to choose those people over you. Do you understand? So you don't want to make that mistake. I'm not saying it's bad though, but for you to give yourself opportunity to have other options. Please choose different university, or you can try to choose maybe one to Gothenburg and another school, different school, but make sure that the courses align with what you study in your BSc. Very, very important. You get Debbie. So if you have more questions, please drop. Femzi says, can we have like 50% at hand for second semester? Man, you guys, this tuition fee something, because the thing really affected me, and I don't want anybody to be affected, because at the end of the day, you will come here, you meet people. Most people will not want to help you because one, they don't know you. And I remember my own time, that time, we had not gotten our social security number. So some people may ask you, what's your social security number? So that in case you want to run away. I cannot tell you that if you have your 50%, you'll be able to find work to pay to get to come and finish up the remaining 50%. It's very slim. It's very, very slim. Very, very slim. But then again, we have to keep our hope alive. But it's going to be very difficult for you. But then again, some schools accept that you pay half of that one, but not all the schools. Some schools are very wicked. So not all the schools. So at the end of the day, I'll still advise you, please try to get it 100%. So that you know that, okay, oh, this your first semester, you already know that you have to, by your second semester fee, know how you'd have gotten something to be doing for yourself. Know how. By then, you'd have know how everything is working. You get, but please try to have 100%. Voke says, can't we use part of our proof of funds to pay second semester fee? If the proof of fund is your own money, and it's in your account, of course you can use it. But you know, some of us, I don't want to say some things here. Maybe in the other group, we'll go and talk about it. You know, some people, if the proof of fund is your own money and you put it in your account, by all means, you can use it to pay for your second semester fee. That one is not a problem. But I hope you guys know that when you want to extend your resident permit, you know, when you are coming here, they give you 1 year. So when you want to extend your resident permit, I hope people are aware that you are going to show proof of fund again. Yes, you're going to show proof of fund again. So if the proof of fund you put in your account is your own, you can use it to pay your semester fee. But just know that when you want to renew again, you show proof of fund for all of your family members. So have that at the back of your mind. Debbie says, chances of getting admission since it's the only school I applied for. Please, Debbie, I don't understand the question. Prof. Machuku says, what about more moin? Is it moi or what? What is that? Money. What about money? Machuku, please ask your questions well. I don't understand. Young Z says, I have two children and a wife, but I plan to come and study first before thinking of bringing them along. Please, is that a good idea for bachelor's degree? See, everybody's circumstances is different. If you are comfortable with leaving your wife and your children and you'll be able to handle being here alone, by all means you can do it, right? For me, coming here with my partner was the best decision I have made, because I am somebody that I don't like being alone. You get, I don't like being alone. Even with him, I know how many times I cried. I'll be coming back from school, I'm crying because I'm either not understanding what they are teaching, the assignment is too much, it's overwhelming. You have not finished one, they are bringing another one. You are still doing that one. They've told the people, you and your group, you have to go and meet. It was overwhelming. So you need that support. You get, like I always tell people, if I know some people, it's not easy to leave your children behind, but if you can come with your partner, your wife, come for support, so that as you are studying, she can be doing small work. She can be doing small job to be bringing money, even if it's to feed or to pay rent. That money she's working will be able to help with the household. But if it's only you, man, you are going to burn out, you are going to drain, and you're coming for BSc. I don't know the pace of study of BSc, but I want to believe it's the same thing with bachelor master's degree. So if possible, I know that you are doing this because of money constraint, but please come with your partner. The code here safe. Hey, the code that is here, you will even be praying that you came with her. The code is too much. So come with your partner for moral support, for encouragement. There are times when you are down, you need somebody to talk to you. Talking on the phone is not enough, to be honest with you. You just need your partner to encourage you. So please, if possible, come with only your partner. You can leave, if you have a trusted person you can leave your kids with, please leave your kids with them. Come with your partner. So when you guys are stabilized, maybe when you want to renew your resident permit and your legs are already strong, you can now add your two children to your application. um Olaleko says, "Hello, is it okay to a use a month statement for proof of fund? Please briefly talk about it." I don't, is it 1 month statement? What do you mean? Normally. So during the application in the website they said at least 3 month statement. Now some people argue, should we send transaction history, or should we send this? It just depends on your case officer. So in my own case, what I did was I went to the bank. I told them that, please, I need my statement of account. I already had the money inside the account. You get. I need my statement of account, and it's for embassy purposes. So what they printed something. They just did opening balance. They did it from 3 months back. They just did opening balance and closing balance, and they used the embassy stamp to stamp on it, right? So that was this what I used to go and submit, and that was it. So if you, so I don't know how you want to do it. Why some people after submitting that, their case officers still, some case officers, their case officers still ask them to go and bring a transaction history, because some of them are like ojuju. They want to know how money came in and out. So if they, sometimes if they see that you heaped one amount of money, they can ask you, um why is it now you want to come here that you heap this kind of money. So you always have to have um, explanation for everything that you do in your application. If you heap money, if you want, if you're going to say you did something, maybe you sold your land or something, you just have to will have an explanation for it. So depending on how you want to do olaleko, if you want to use 3 month statements, yes, but I don't know about 1 month statement, no. But 3 months, but like I explained to you, it's either your bank gives you your statement of account, opening balance or closing balance, or you go and print a statement, your bank history from 3 months till the day you are making your application. I don't know if you are clear. Please let me know. Prophetess Uma, one one university name. Okay, Marmo. It says moi moi. Hi. So okay, what do you want to know about Malmo? Please let me know. Abba says surname, will that be a problem? What about surname? Please let me know. Um, what about surname? Are you married and your surname changed? So if you are married and your surname changed, you can just provide your marriage certificate. That's okay. But if you are not married and your surname changed, you have to. I don't. They don't collect affidavit here, so you have to go and find how you are going to explain that you are the same person. So that's it. Um Olaleko, please, did I answer your question? Please let me know. Debbie says, please, what is it like with the proximity between cities? Sweden has good bus connections. That one, they are very, very good with that one. They have good bus connections. So depending on your city, like where I lived, I'm where I from my school to where I lived was like 15 minutes bus ride, and there's no traffic. So 15 minutes bus ride. So depending on where you live. But then again, when you are coming, um, because of the whole housing issue, sometimes you don't have any choice, you just take house anywhere you see. So but sometimes where you live will be very, very far. So when you are coming and you're trying to get an apartment, you check the distance from your, just go to Google Map, check distance from, maybe let's assume your university is Gothenburg, distance from Gothenburg University to maybe your the street that they gave you is Tushgatan. You just put it Tushgatan and see the distance. So but they have buses that go everywhere, and buses come depending on the cities. buses come every 15 minutes. You get the buses come every 15 minutes. So proximity between cities, very perfect, is good. Abba says, I mean, should I have used the name on my passport instead? Which name is now in your passport? You use the name on your passport, the name on your birth certificate, the name on your WAEC result, the name on your schools, your first degree certificate. Everything has to be the same and the same way. Do you get? So if it's not like that, it's going to be a problem. In fact, my brother-in-law is having the same issues. The name on his transcript is different from the name on his WAEC result. Is different from. I try to avoid. You see this name, this thing. That's why when I got married, I didn't even bother changing my name because I don't want the stress about name. Let me just maintain my name like that. My husband knows I'm his wife, and that's okay. So so, Abba, you have to use the name. The way your name appears in your birth certificate, in all your documents, it has to be the same. So, I hope I answered that. Volker says, should I still go for international business for BSc and do my masters within social work? You want when you finish doing BSc here, you still want to do masters. You will have strength though. Stop it to be thinking how to make money. Please, after your BSc is okay, go and find work. But I'm not discouraging you. So this is how it works. Just like I have not seen somebody that did BSc here and wants to do masters immediately. But I don't think they will allow you to go to do the social work because it's not relating to what you studied in masters. That's what I just have my own understanding of. You really like this your social work, like don't you want to consider another country that you will do the social work very well? Because I notice you love this social work so well. So if you do your BSc, I don't think you can come and do MSc in social work. No, I don't think it's possible. But then again, when you come here and do your BSc, you can always ask questions to know what step to do. So let me don't discourage you or give you the wrong information. You understand? So focus on coming to do your BSc. Then in the process of doing your BSc, if you want to further your master's degree, you can ask your study advisor if you can do a master's. In fact, by the time you do 3 years in this country of schooling, you may want to think twice, to be honest with you. Except you are somebody that loves reading, that loves book, then it comes easy to you. But for me, no, I don't. After that masters, I don't think I want to do another thing again. I just want to make money. Young says they said that the money for someone to bring his or her partner will be more cost than coming. Of course, yes, of course. Of course, if you're coming alone, I think to show in your account, I think it's 16 million. Let me do the mathematics. 135 crowns times 160. Let's say 16 million. Then for your partner, let me do your partner's own. Let's see. Let me do your partner's own. Please, you guys should hold on for me. Let me see if I can do this calculator. So for your partner, per month is 4,500 crowns. So I just want to do the mathematics so that you will have understanding of. So let's do 4,500 times 13 months. 4,500 times 13 months is 58,500 Swedish crowns. Then let's multiply by today's rate. So that is 9.36 million naira. So I always round it up so that it'll be even number because of exchange rate. So let's just say for your partner is 10 million naira for 1 year visa. So let's do your own. Your own is 10,400 times 13 months is equal to 135,200 times 160. Okay, so now you is 20 your own now be 21.6 million naira. So let's call it 22 million naira. So 22 million naira plus 10 million naira. So you have to show like 32 million naira in your account for you and your partner. Do you understand? So for you and your partner, 32 million naira, if it's something you can do, please come with your partner. You cannot do it alone, and you're doing BSc. It's not going to be easy. You need that your partner for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. There's nothing like you are coming back from school, a long day's school, and you are coming home, you are seeing food to eat. It just takes your mind away from a lot of stress you get. So young. So for only you now is 21 million naira. For you and your partner, 32 million naira. Please just know that I rounded the money up. If you want to get the exact money, it's going to be less, but I rounded it up because of exchange rate you get. It's better you have higher amount of money, so that because and if that money is missing 1 naira or 1 crowns, they are going to reject the visa. So Rukayat says, are these case officers Nigerians or Swedish? They are Swedish people now. They are Swedish people, but sometimes I know of people that when they go for interview, in Nigerian embassy, you will see the Swedish people are there and Nigerians are there too. You understand? So I know of someone that immediately after his interview, he was just going home. In less than 30 minutes, he saw granted on his phone. They sent him an email that he has been granted. So sometimes the case officer will tell them what he wants to know more, and they decide. So most times the case officers are Swedish people. Um please, for job, your questions are not, make a long sentence with a question. I don't understand the one question. So ask a question at a stretch so that I can answer you correctly. Olaleko, yes, you did. Thank you. Thank you too. You are welcome. You are welcome. Mm, I still have more questions. Ade Adekoya Doka says, how do I get apartment to show for visa purposes and also for when I arrive? Um, most times for this first application, they don't really ask for apartment, but in your application they may ask you, have you arranged accommodation where you will stay? You can just click on yes. You understand? So most times they don't ask you for accommodation, but you on your own have to be making plans for where you are going to stay when you come. So how can you get accommodation? I don't know the city that you hope to plan. I made a video about finding accommodation in Sweden. Maybe you can watch it. Then when you go to the description box, I list a lot of links there on that video, a lot of links. Depending on the city you are going to, there are links there you can check. But just know that sometimes it's not easy for you to get accommodation from back home, you understand? So like I always say in my videos, when the process is going on and on, you understand, you are going to meet like-minded people like you who are looking for the same thing as you are looking for. There are going to be different groups. Let's assume now you get admission in Young Shopping. You go to Facebook and type Young Shopping International Students 2025 autumn semester or something like that. You can click, oh please, I'm looking for apartment, blah 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 blah. Then so many so many ways you can look for apartment. What other way again? Then you can, Facebook is there. There are a lot of apartment groups for the city that you are going to come. You can just join. You see people giving out their apartment for a short period of time. You see people that are giving out leasing their apartment for a long period of time. So it just depends. So most times some people don't get apartment before they arrive. They stay in hotels. The cheapest hotel you can get is 900 crowns per night. Some people also stay in Airbnb. You understand? So these are some of the ways that, the most important thing, if you as the main applicant have gotten your resident permit, if possible, if your family is not ready but they've gotten their own, please leave them and be coming so that you don't miss that roll call. When you come, you can stay in hotel. You can even, yes, the school used to do school pickup, you understand? If possible, you can just pay. It's just that the student dorm, you have to pay for a long semester, and we don't have that amount of money. But don't worry, when that time is coming, when that time is getting near, you are going to get clarity on all these things. So don't worry yourself too much about it. I know it's something to worry about, but don't worry yourself too much about it. You get, but just know that your least option is hotel and Airbnb, just for you to first of all enter inside the country. Then you will now use your leg and start going to there different government housing agents. You can just go to them and tell them that you need apartment, though most of them need queue points in order to get. But then again, you never can tell. You may see someone that could help you, or you can even see your fellow black man that will help you. You get. So Dorcas, did I answer your question? Prince says, are tech jobs available for immigrants in this case, say your dependent works in tech? Yeah, there are tech companies. You just have to Google about them to apply. Then if you are really, really good, definitely they will take you. That is not a problem as long as they are looking for. I always advise people, if sometimes I tell you, me, I don't like applying online. No, I just walk to the company and tell them, sell myself, please. I'm a cyber security person. This is my portfolio. You can have a portfolio, share your portfolio with them, and they will see what you have done. You get. So yes, their tech job. Then also you're dependent, if possible, to look into remote working in tech in case they don't see you guys. Another thing is you can work remotely. So if possible, start now to get skills that will help you to work remotely so that you can make money. And I know of few people that were working remotely. They were here schooling and they were still paying them in dollars that they used to help themselves with their school fees. So your dependent can also be looking into remote jobs while he's looking for tech jobs to work here. Do you get? Voc, or can I go for nursing after BSc? Voc, even if you go for nursing, the language of instruction will be Swedish. There's nothing like, I don't even think there's anything like nursing in the application here. No, you hardly see nursing. Those kind of courses, you will see them in there's something they call convox here. It's a different kind of school entirely, but you will not see them for international students. So you see nursing, you see medicine, they it's not open to international students. So vocal, if you go to university admissions, you will not see, go and type nursing, you may likely not see it. You may see something relating to nursing maybe, but you will not see nursing. You get. So think about it. Machiku says, are there available jobs for international students there? I already stated that yes, there are jobs, cleaning jobs, housekeeping jobs, hotel job, paper delivery job, food delivery job. You can wait tables, work in a cafe. All these things, they not really require the language like that. So these are the jobs that you can do to survive for a main time. You understand? Fenzi says, are the case officers are in the embassy of our home country, or they work directly from Sweden. For Of course they are here. We have immigration office here now. Of course they are here, but I really don't know how they work. If it's the ones in Nigeria that do the, a lot of case officers are, a lot of them work in the immigration office. So we don't know where our own case we go to. You understand? But one thing I want to tell you is, sometimes if you applied and your application is taking time, you can email the migration agency requesting for your case officer's email address and details, and that information is free. They will give it to you, so you can email your case officer. But I will advise you, don't go and email them and be asking them, uh, please, why is my application not yet handled? You can just say, I just found out that you're my case officer. I would like to ask if you need any other information to support my application. Sometimes they give you the generic answer, so just nothing. They'll just give you the generic answer, but don't go and hound them. If you go and press them, they'll give you rejection. No? So you have access to your case officer's name and email address, so you can do with it whatever you want to do. But please don't rush them. You cannot rush Swedish people. No, you cannot rush them. Olaleko deleted the message. Okay, if I got admission for second or third choice, can I apply for SI scholarship? Of course, you can. Not Swedish admission and SI scholarship are different, though they work hand in hand. So it doesn't matter where you applied, where you got the admission, whether first choice or second choice or third choice. No, it doesn't matter. So what's important is that you what SI scholar is looking for, you have it, and they'll give you the scholarship. So whether you get admission in your first choice or second choice, but they always, I think they always wait for when the person, I don't know how they do it, sha, but so whether you have admission in second or third choice, it doesn't matter. It doesn't concern SI scholarship. SI scholarship is they handle your application independently, and that's your scholarship application, not your university application. Prince says, please, is there a clear pathway for PR and citizenship? So Prince, your pathway to PR start counting from your first work permit. So let's assume you finish school and you are granted a work permit. So from that day, your PR will start counting. Now you need to work, you need to have work permit for 4 years before you are eligible for PR, right? So meaning that one of the criteria to apply for PR is that you have 48 pay slips to support your application. You get, so that's it. Then there's another thing about work I need to tell you people. So let's assume I am on work permit now, and it's a cleaning company that gave me my work permit, right? A cleaning company gave me my work permit. Um, I'm supposed to be with that cleaning company for, by normally people prefer to be in that company for 4 years. Now, if for example, um in I'm already in my second year working in that work permit, and I just decide that, oh, I don't want to be in the cleaning industry again. I want to go to the construction industry. So meaning that I have to inform immigration. It means that because of I have changed how do they call it, um what's this thing, is it field? Yes, because of I have changed field, my my pathway to PR will start counting from beginning. Yes, my pathway to PR will start counting from beginning. But if in a situation whereby, oh, this cleaning company applied for me to for work permit, right? And I'm working with them for 2 years, and I don't like the cleaning company again. I want to change cleaning company. I go to another cleaning company. I am still in the same field. So nothing changes in my work permit. So all I just need to inform immigration is I have changed work, and it's still the same field and the same position as cleaner. So it doesn't affect my 4 years to getting my permanent residency. So if you change from, if you are currently on work permit now and you come change from cleaning to construction, your work permit will reset again. So you start counting your from your 1 year. That's how they work here. It's crazy. So I hope you understand, Prince. So that's the pathway to PR. So from permanent resident, I think they give you 5 years permanent residency. I cannot remember how many years to citizenship, but that's how they do for permanent resident. Adekoya says, do I get my resident card from Nigeria, or have to apply for it when I get to Sweden? So when you are granted, if you have not been interviewed before you get granted, if normally when if you are interviewed, you go for your interview. After your interview, you take a picture and you do your biometrics, you do thumb printing. So they already have your picture and your biometrics. Let's assume you go home and you wait 1 week, 2 weeks, they've not granted. Maybe in the third week or fourth week they granted you. So when they grant you, all you just need to do is wait for your resident permit to be issued to you. So it takes 2 weeks from the day you get granted. So normally they do the resident permit here in Sweden, and they ship it to Nigeria. So when your resident permit has arrived, Nigerian embassy, they send you an email that, yes sir, your resident permit card is ready for pickup. Now, if you are somebody like me who lives in Lagos and cannot go to um Abuja to go and collect my resident permit, what you do, you can use DHL. So DHL usually picks up for us. So DHL will go, you scan your passport to DHL, you scan your passport and give them letter of authority. That's how they write it. So you are giving DHL permission to pick up your resident permit card. This is your passport, your name, everything will be there. So DHL will go and pick it up for you and deliver it to your house. So DHL is the trusted people that go to pick up from immigration and they bring it to your house. So that's how you can do. So, but no, resident permit is not printed in Nigeria. It's done here just to avoid fake. So it's done here and shipped to Nigerian embassy. You get now when they give you when you receive your resident permit card, there's a paper that comes with it. That's like a paper that says that you've been granted a lot of things that just a lot of information there. Please don't throw that paper away because sometimes some people will be traveling. When they show their resident permit card, they'll say it's fake because maybe the person you meet in the airport they don't know anything about EU travel because all European country is card that they use. They don't stamp visa. They don't stamp the visa on your passport. No, so keep that paper. That paper shows that you have been granted, you get. So and sometimes when you are coming, when you want to do your pension number, your tax office registration, sometimes they ask it depending on who you meet. Sometimes they ask it. So don't throw away the paper. So that's how they do resident permit card and here. Yeah. So when you enter Sweden, that's when they'll now stamp your passport that you've arrived the country. You get just stamp your this thing, your entry into the country. Then in Nigeria, they stamp you that you are leaving the country. So that's how it works. Do you get? If you have more questions, please ask me. Adesh Dorcas, please did I answer your questions correctly? Please let me know if I answered your questions correctly. Yes, you did. Thank you. You are welcome. You're welcome. Please, if you have more questions, ask me. I think I have a lot of time today. Hmm. Ifunaya says, thank you for the insight. You're welcome, Ifunaya. Dorcas says, also, is the resident card valid for the whole of your study period? Dorcas, so in Sweden, when you apply to study in Sweden, Sweden gives you resident permit 1 year at a time. They don't just if your course is 2 years, they will not rush and give you 2 years. No, they give you 1 year at a time. So meaning that if your course is 2 years, they'll give you the first year. When you finish the first year, you are doing your studies very well. You want to do your extension. Everything you did now, you are going to do. You are going to go and apply it again. Meaning that you are going to show proof of fund for your extension. Very important. You're going to show proof of fund for your extension. So but then there are some schools that work with immigration that allow students to apply to apply for 2 years straight. So let's assume your course is a 2 years master's program. So there are some schools that work with immigration. I think Lund is there, Uppsala is there, Orebro University is there. So the reason why people don't apply for that 2 years straight because they don't have the living proof of living expenses to show for 2 years straight. So imagine you are coming with you, your partner, and maybe two children. You will now the money you show for 1 year multiply it by two. It's not easy. You understand? So that's why people don't usually go for that 2 years straight. So they do it 1 year at a time. Do you get? So think about so that's how the resident permit so they don't give you resident permit for the whole study period. They give you 1 year at a time. But if you have money and your school is part of the ones that are allowed to apply for 2 years straight, please, I will even advise you to apply for 2 years straight. It's even good safe. Prince Con Prince Conway, can the dependents look for remote jobs outside Sweden? Yes, they can look. Even yourself can look for remote job outside Sweden. You can look for remote job, but then again, when it comes to paying taxes, what I'm not sure about because like I told said in my last life, the remote jobs that I almost got because of this. Living in Sweden, and some of them, they don't want to pay tax. You understand? That's why they didn't give me the job. So, but you can get remote job. You can get remote job. That one is not a problem. There was even one job I was doing. I was doing survey. I was always doing survey. I was making money, and I made some cool money from that. So you can do it. There's something I wanted to say again. Oh, I forgot to. When it comes to that question, Dorcas asked, because I was, I forgot to. I wanted to say, oh, so okay, yeah, I remember. So when you want to do your extension of resident permit, maybe you're already here, you want to do your extension, you are free to join two accounts together. Do you understand? Maybe now you have money in your dollar account in Nigeria, and you now have money in your Swedish account here in Nigeria. You can join money together and show for it. You understand? So you can do that. Even now sef, when you are coming from Nigeria, if you have money in your dollar account, you can show the money in your dollar account, show the one in your naira account, they'll do the conversion. And as long as you know that the money is the complete money to show for your proof of living expenses. So Dorcas, so that's for you. Rukayat says, when your PR is granted, does it automatically get granted for dependents too? Yes, I think so. Yes, I think so. So, but let's for example, now you and your partner comes, you guys are already living here together, you get, and maybe your children come maybe 1 year later or 2 years later. When it's time to do PR, they may likely not get PR together with you because they have not lived a certain amount of year that they are supposed to live. You get, so they may give them another 2 years resident permit, and the both of you have PR. So that's how it works here. I don't know if you understand. Yeah, so I think citizenship, I cannot remember. I think it's 8 years. It's 8 years now. So if you have PR is 5 years, they'll give you your PR is 5 years. So if you want to, sometimes after 5 years, people want to apply for citizenship. I don't have that complete information. Maybe I'll check again. But I know that after your PR, after your 5 years, you can apply for citizenship. But sometimes they don't. Yeah, this their citizenship is very hard to get, but you can get it as long as you've gotten your PR. You are sure of getting your citizenship as long as you meet the criteria. You know all these things. There are criteria, and they will look at it very very well. So that's it. Olale Khan says, between getting admission and visa approval, which one will you say is more difficult? Hmm, there is visa. Admission is the very easiest thing to get as long as you have the right document. Admission is very easy to get, but the visa is the I, I don't want to say what makes it difficult to get the visa is the amount of time they spend in approving the visa, and they will scrutinize you. Like I told you, when you have money in your account, that money has to remain in your account until you get granted. If you go and remove the money, Otilo, you will not get that. You will not get that visa. So I think what makes it difficult is they just test your patience. The amount of time they spend trying to give you that visa is what makes it very frustrating. And they don't even care that students are going to resume so amount of time. So they are not doing fast to do. So I said some students they were in Nigeria, courses have started, but the moment that courses have started, the case officer your school informed us that your courses have started. Are you still admitted in the program? Please let us know. If you are no longer admitted in the program, please let us know. So by then, school would have told the person that, oh, you can no longer come again. Then the person has to go and say, oh, they are no longer admitted in the program. In less than 3 minutes, you will see rejected. You will see rejected. So it's crazy. So getting the visa is the most difficult part. Yeah, comes with a lot of frustration and stress. So Prince says, from my question on paying fees based on dependent salary. From my question on paying fees based on dependent salary. So are you advising we have at least 1 year school fees? From my questions on paying fees based on dependent. Oh, Prince, yes, please, my brother, just try. Just have your before you come, you must have paid your first semester school fees. So as you are coming, just have your second semester school fees with you. It's going to help you a lot. There's something I remembered now. So have your second semester with you. Here, there was one question Rukayat asked last time, and I want to say something about if your partner gets a job. So there's something I wanted to say again. So when it comes to, let's assume now, um you are the main applicant and your husband has a good paying job. Now if people want to apply for maybe um extension extension for maybe your work permit or your study permit, or let me use the word uh w- for work permit is based on work permit, not study permit. So let's assume you get a job here and you people want to apply for work permit, and maybe now you as the main applicant, you have a good paying job that pays you. Of course, the job paid the 28,400, and the money is not enough to cover your family's living expenses. To be honest with you, do you know that the immigration will not consider that your partner has a job? So your partner's job or how much is earning is not considered. It's you that is the main applicant that everything is considered. So if you are planning to apply for work permit after your studies, if you have a large family and you know that the 28,000 will not be able to cover the family's living expenses, please supplement. If possible, have look for how you are going to put money in your account to supplement that you also have money to take care of yourself and your family, because your partner's salary is not going to be considered. You get, so have that at the back of your mind. So the next question is, so Prince, please try and have your second semester school fees with you. Very important. Very, very important. Rukayat says, I'm sure the visa is not as difficult as USA. Do you know I did USA? The way they just bounce me, hi, USA. I really don't know. I really don't know. That time, that was when I really don't know. But now, now immigration is now tight. You see what Canada is doing? Canada is reducing a lot of things. Every country is reducing. Every country is reducing. So as you're making your application, your school application, your visa application, just go and be praying to your creator. You get, so that's it. So please, if you have more questions, let's see. I'm trying to look for a question that somebody asked me on my channel. I don't know if I've answered that question. So guys, if you have more questions, let's have it. Let's have it. Let me see if I can see that message. Mhm. Mhm. Kevin says scholarship. What about scholarship? Olaleko says, thank you so much for this information. It's really helpful. What is the visa process duration? Visa process takes 2 weeks to 3 months. That's the time it is, but sometimes it stretches to 4 months. It stretches to 4 months. So I know somebody that got granted in 2 weeks. Man, we're happy for that person. Oh. During that my time, he applied in May, and in 2 weeks he got granted. And when you get granted, your visa starts reading from not from the day, depending sha. If you get granted earlier before your school is supposed to resume, your visa will start reading from the day your school is supposed to resume. But if you are somebody that got granted late, like maybe now you got granted, like me now, I got granted August 13. So that was when my visa started reading. So from that time, I was it was enough for me. I was eligible to enter inside Sweden. So that's it. So 2 weeks to 3 months, sometimes 4 months. So Uche says, good to be here. Greetings, Lady K. Hi, Uche. Welcome to my life. Doka says, so from my understanding, the job one gets after graduation doesn't have to be related to what I studied so far. It reaches the salary threshold. Dorcas, I explained to you that it is sad that in Sweden here, it's almost like sometimes I always tell myself that our careers are being killed or are being dead, you get, because of the language barrier, you understand. Like somebody that wants to study medicine now cannot come here and say he finished studying medicine. I'm using medicine for example, that you finish studying medicine and then after your graduation you will see a hospital that is going to employ you. No, it doesn't work like that. So by the time you finish your studies here, you are only thinking about any job that gives you the salary threshold. To be honest with you, you will not even be worried bothered about career, climbing up career. All these countries that don't speak English, you don't even want to think about climbing career. But then again, as time goes on, if you're somebody like Voke that wants to study social work now, she can decide that after her study she'll go and learn the language. You learn the language, learn it perfectly, you can speak the language, then you have every opportunity to fly. Anything you want to do, that career that you're looking for, you start growing it. You understand? So, Dorcas, I hope I answered the question. By the time you finish your studies, you are looking for a job, a company that can apply for work permit for you, that would give you that salary threshold. As at today, is 28,400. So you want to think about that. Femzi says, since the workload depends on each country for visa officers to make decision. I don't understand. It seems the workload depends on each country for visa officers to make decision. Ah, I really don't understand the question. Are you saying that? No, I don't understand. Kevin says, I was asking if you have more information on the pioneering women in STEM scholarship. Oh no, there I don't have information about that. I'm sorry. Prince says, after getting an admission, how long do they give to pay tuition fee? So depending, like those people that get the first set of admission, that there are two sets. Maybe the first set of people, when they get admission, I think they give them 3 weeks, 3 weeks to make payments, or 4 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks or thereabout. So they give them 3 weeks to make payment. Then if you don't make payment in that 3 weeks, they'll carry your admission and give it to another people. So those people that their application is showing not processed or late application, they will now consider them to put them in the program. Now, those people now, I think they always give them 4 weeks to make payment. So to make payment is around 3 weeks to 4 weeks. So that's when you can make your payment. So that time you run and go and be looking for. I remember that time getting Form A was a hassle. Oh my god. And Form A was like easy because of the dollar reduction. I really don't know how it's going to work now. So people were trying to get Form A to get a dollar at a very cheap rate. So, but I don't know if they still use Form A now. So, because you cannot pay in naira now, you have to pay in foreign exchange currency. So that's how it is. Femzi says, I mean, the visa decision making depends on the volume of each country application. I really don't know. I don't think like now, yeah, it's not only Nigerians that are applying to visa. Everybody is applying to visa, right? So let's assume they have 1 million applications. So that 1 million application, if in fact there's even case officer, your case officer is different, your decision making officer is different. So the case officer will probably analyze your case and move it to the decision making officer. So I really don't know how they do it, to be honest. Femzi, I really don't know how they do it, but I don't think we should be worried about that. Let us just be praying that our application is handled. So Kevin says, wait, you pay extra money after getting admitted so that they can consider you for global professional scholarship. If yes, how much? Wait, you pay extra money after getting an no, you don't pay any money. No, you don't pay any money. Who gave you this information? You don't pay any money to get considered. No, you don't pay any money. Oh. Femzi, you're welcome. Thank you. Um Kevin, you don't pay any money. When you get your admission, you go and do your scholarship application. You don't pay any money. Who told you that you pay money? You don't pay money. I'm trying to look for the question someone asked me on my live on my channel. So if you have more questions, please let's ask, guys. But you don't pay any money. To be honest with you, you don't pay any money. Kelvin, who gave you that information? Okay, so this guy asked me. Olatunji says work permits visa requirements. So depends on where are you applying for, where are you applying from? Like I told you, if you're applying from outside Sweden, it's very difficult to get a job, except there's a company that really, really wants you. Definitely, that company will apply for work permit for you from outside Sweden. So the company will be willing to take out insurance for you, a lot of things, a lot of these things that they are going to take out. But the most important thing is that your salary is either the 28,400 or greater than it. No, but it has to be that 28,000. You understand? So another requirement is you need your passport, of course. And what else? What else again did we? Yeah, if you are married, your marriage certificate. If you have children, they will ask for their birth certificates. I think that's the basic requirement for work permit. But the major one is that the that amount of money is what you get. You have is what they will have to pay you, or more or greater. So Olaleko says if the case officer notice that the proof of fund is not enough, do you think he or she can contact? That's why you see me, I'm inflating the price because that was what I did in my own time. You see, things have changed. Oh. I really pray for you guys, to be honest with you. When I applied here, I and my husband showed 8 million naira. I'm surprised now one person now is now 21 million. Like how did things change? So I always like to inflate the price because they don't have time. They will not contact you. So you now, it's now left to you that you know that okay, this is the exchange rate for today. You put in your money in your account, you calculated it. Please add a little bit, if possible, add extra because of exchange rate fluctuates. So that every every day is your work to be checking the exchange rate so that you will know that if it has increased or if it has dropped. If it has increased and you calculate the money in your account is less, fast, go and top it up because the case officer is not going to contact you at all. Then if you top up the money, you can go and print a new bank statement if you top up the money. Then if possible, by then you'd have gotten your case officer's email and name. You can just email them that I noticed that the exchange rate has increased, and I have proof that I can top up I have topped up the amount of money in my account. Here is a proof. You can just send it. They may not see it, but my brother, just to be on the safe side, just send it like that. You understand? Because they are not going to call you. They will first of all call your bank and ask your bank, is this person a customer in your bank? If your bank does not pick that call, it's automatic rejection, and they'll just put it couldn't verify the authenticity of applicant's fund, and that's just it. But it's just that you can appeal. But by the time you want to appeal, your class would have finished first period, so you don't want to. You just have to be my people, prayers. Rukayat, Olaleko, please, did I answer you very well? If the case officer notices that the proof of fund, do they think he or she can you can do you think he or she can contact you to top up the? So no, they will not contact you. they will not. It's not like there are some countries that are very, very nice. I remember one of my friends that applied to UK, and because of they just got married, so the marriage was not up to the amount of I think their marriage supposed to be like 4 months before they apply, and the marriage was just 3 months. The case officer just called the man and told her, okay, I'm going to pen your application. Let's 4 months pass before we can process it. But in Sweden, if the salary threshold is supposed to be 28,400 and your salary is 28,399, they'll reject you. Yes, they'll reject you. So Rukayat says you are to apply for the scholarship separately and you don't have to wait till you are given admission. The application portal is different. Yes, oh yeah, Rukayat, you are correct. So um Kevin, did you hear? That's the this thing. I don't like talking about scholarship because I'm not really interested in scholarship. I'm really interested in people that paying fees just like I did. So the application for scholarship is different from that of the universities, this thing. So it's a different, you don't need to pay money. Kevin, I hope you heard. Uchenna says the four masters program I applied for is from Uppsala University alone. Hope it's okay. Must I apply to? But Uche, why would you? I was talking to Dorcas about the same thing. But why do people always do that? Is it that you are not scared that Uppsala will not? What if Uppsala does not give you the admission? Well, it's your choice. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad. If you are sure that you meet the requirement of the course, you are 100% sure that you meet the requirement of the course, then it's not a problem. Because some of you, you do that because maybe you have heard so much about the school, you want to be in that school. If you like, choose them 10 times. If you don't meet up, they will not choose you. So it's not by choosing them 4 times that they will choose you. But if you are 100% sure that you meet the requirements of the program or the course you've chosen, that's not a problem. But for me, I would advise to give yourself opportunity to be able to be given admission. You can just spread it to different schools because one school's meat is another school's poison. Do you understand? So, but it's not a bad thing you've done. As long as you are sure that you get the admission, it's okay. It's not a bad thing, but give yourself room. They gave you option for four. You want for you to choose 4 university. Go and choose one university 4 times. Hi, is that how you love Uppsala? But it's fine. Prince says, please, did you mention I and my spouse can merge our bank statement for the application? For the application, also in a case where we have a company account as partners, can we use that? You cannot merge bank. So let's assume Prince, you are the principal applicant, right? And you are the principal person. So you have money, your wife has money, you people have money in your company account. Carry all that money and put inside your own account because it's only the account bearing your name, the account bearing your name. It's only that account bearing your name that will be accepted. You cannot merge accounts. So for those people that are doing BSc, those people that are doing BSc, let's assume they have an uncle that wants to sponsor them. You cannot use your uncle's account. Your uncle has to put that money inside your account. Do you understand? Your uncle will put the money inside your account that carries your name. So Prince, if you have a business account, please move the money to your own account. If your wife has the money, carry the money from my own account, put in your own account. Do you get? So that's how it's done. You cannot merge account. What I mean by merging account is, let's assume you have money in your naira account. Let's assume maybe 20 million is there. You have money in your dollar account. Maybe when $100,000 is in one account, you can join those two together and submit as long as it's in your name. Also, I'm not married, but yet we're planning to. Okay, if you are planning to, yeah, whether you are planning to or you are not planning to, as long as the money is in your name, not your wife's name, is okay. And the merging of bank account that I'm talking about, the bank account you want to merge has to be in your name, not anybody's name. Do you get? So yes, you can marry. Make sure that you have the marriage certificate if you are going to marry and you want to apply. But if you people are just cohabiting partners, you can still apply. But be ready to prove that you guys have been living together, or you have a joint business, or you have a joint something together, be ready to prove it. You get? So that's it. And Dorcas says, oh, so I have to use the account that has my name. I cannot use my dad's account, for example, and he will write it's one. No, your dad has to move the money to your account. You get? Your Probably in your application you can also still say your dad is sponsoring you, but the money has to be in your account. Dorcas, you get? The money has to be in your account, the account that carries your name, not your dad's name. So let's assume that your dad just hits one sum of money in your account and they are questioning where did this money come from. You can just say that your father is the one sponsoring your education, and this is his statement of account, that how he was able to um move the money into your account. You get? But you cannot use your father's account and write letter. No, it doesn't work like that here. Do you get? Dorcas, did I answer you? So Prince says, I'm not I'm not married yet, planning to in January. Hope they won't affect hope that won't affect my dependent, because I want to issue a marriage certificate for the visa application. Like I said, Prince, Dorcas, you're welcome. Like I said, Prince, yes, you can get married now and have a marriage certificate. When you are making an application for you and your dependent, you have to upload the marriage document. But let's assume in an event that you guys are not yet married before your application, you can still prove that she's your cohabiting partner by maybe joint business, joint bank account. Maybe sometimes they may ask for pictures, but for me, oh, I'll ask you to get married and have a marriage certificate. You guys should go and do court marriage. Go to Ikoyi, go and do court marriage. You get? Have that certificate. Is very important. Nelson says, please, for proof of fund, for proof of fund are to show financial capability per semester or per year. For proof of fund is per year, not per semester. It's per year. So if you are applying a loan, um for one single applicant or the main applicant, you are supposed to show 10,400 Swedish crowns. So you multiply that by 31 31 you have to multiply that by 13 months. So we've already done the maths here. You didn't come earlier. So that was giving 21 million naira for one person. So if you are going to be coming with your partner, I think your partner is 10 million naira. So we did the maths here. I had to use today's exchange rate to do it. So I like to inflate the money a little bit, so that because of the exchange rate is fluctuating. So Nelson, so you show financial capability per year and not per semester. You pay school fees per semester and not per year. You pay school fees per semester. Prince, did I answer you? Please let me know if I answered you. You guys, I just enjoy coming live better than. So Prince, let me know if I answered you. Do you have more worries, more questions, more burning issues? Please, let's have them. Let's have them. So Olatunji, about work permit, I think I've answered that question. So I have to go out from here. So do you have more questions? Nelson says 31 million for me and my wife. Yes, or 30. I think we calculated 32. Mm. But just know that I inflated the money a little bit. But if you want to do it the exact, like now, when I see 10,400, I make it 10,500. When I see maybe 4,300, I round it up to 4,500. So that's how we arrive at that this thing. And I use today's exchange rate. Now, some of you want to go and use um this exchange rate I'm telling you now is it the one they call black market, not the bank rate. Bank rate is lesser, but I always like to use the black market rate. It just helps me to be able to have more money, so that even when the main bank rate is increasing, I will still not be affected. But just have it at back of your mind that 31 million, 32 million. You get. So Nelson, you and your wife, 32 million. If you now have kids, one child per month is 2,500 multiplied by 13 months to be able to get how much for one kid for 1 year will be. Do you get? Do you get? So that's it. Please drop your questions. Let's go. Debbie says, so I choose different schools because I and my fiance intend to get married next year and then go travel to study. Um, Debbie, how does choosing different school affect you being married? Are you going to be the principal applicant or he is going to be the principal applicant? Please make me understand so that we can talk about it. Nelson says, please, can you share a link where we can read on the proof of fund and entire visa processing? Okay, maybe I'm going to share a link. I don't know. Are you in the group so we can share the link on the group? Are you in the group? So I'm going to share a link. Maybe mm, but you can go to migrationsvaket.se, migrationsvaket.se. You now check on just click on study, just look for study visa or something like that, then requirement, you see all of that. You get. Nelson, migrations vacket is called migrationsservice.se, but in Swedish is migrationsvaket.se. You get. Joy says, please, how much did you say the estimated calculation is for single applicant? People should not put yourself in high jump. I joined late. There was no notification that you were coming online. No problem, Joy. So Joy, for one single applicant, like I told you, 10,400 per month. You multiply it by 13 months to get the Swedish crowns equivalent. That's, I think, 135,000 Swedish crowns. Now multiply it in naira. Today's rate, I use 160. I use 100 because that's the money has been fluctuating. So I just use 160 for today. You get, I use 160 for today. So it gave us 21 million naira. So you can rough it to, I think it gave us 21.6 million naira. And I always like to have a round number. So I now put it for that's 22 million naira. So for one single applicant, you should be looking at 22 million naira. Now, if you're coming with your spouse, I think that's 10 million naira. So that's how we got for two people. That's 32 million naira. Do you get Spring? Debbie says, so we were trying to narrow the options to one school, but since you said proximity between the cities isn't bad, we can actually live in one city and attend school in another city. You can live in one city and attend school in another city. um Debbie, please, I need to understand. So let's assume, I think you're the one that said you want to apply to Gothenburg. Gothenburg is a city, right? Gothenburg is a city. So you let's assume you apply to you chose only Gothenburg. So you and your partner are coming together to Gothenburg. The thing is confusing me. Can you give me like a backstory? Let me understand better. Because if I'm saying proximity to city, of course, depending, like now from Gothenburg to Hovde is like 1 hour 30 minutes. So I was thinking, if you are saying within inside the city, like where your school is, I think that was what the proximity you were asking me. But if you are going from Gothenburg to, maybe the closest city to Gothenburg is Hovde, that's 1 hour 30 minutes by train. You get. I don't know, but Debbie, just ask your question properly so that I can understand. Nelson, please share group link. Nelson, please go to my last video, go to the description, just scroll down, you will see the group link there. You will see the group link. Prince, mm, How can we spell that? Prince migrationsvaket, MIG, my, it's just like migration, migration, then vaket. Wait, let me spell it for you, please. Migrationsvaket.se. Even when you start typing it on Google Self, it will come out. Ooh, you know how to spell migration, right? Just write migrations, KVER. Even myself, my brain is freeze. Wait, let me type it for you. Migra. So my, you know the word for migrations, then VERKET.se. There's no place to type on this thing. I really wish I can. So migrationsvacket.se. I think I can just put it here. So somebody has dropped it. So Prince, I've spelled it for you. Um Young, please go to my last video, check the description, just scroll down to the end. Scroll down to the end. You will see the group. You can join the group. Olaleko, can you briefly talk about life in Sweden as an international student? What do you want to know? Please tell me what you want to know about life in Sweden as an international student. Debbie, example, he gets admitted to University of Gothenburg and I get to Lund. Can we just maybe live in Lund and he will commute to, hey, you want to kill yourself? And we commute to Gothenburg or live in Lund and come. So let me understand something. Both of you want to have independent application, Debbie. So both of you want to have independent application. So you live in, he who gets in Lund, you who gets in Gothenburg. So let me check the distance from Lund and Gothenburg. Just hold on, please. So please, can you tell me the name of the university? So I'll just narrow the. Can I have your iPhone, please? Please, Debbie, tell me the name of the two universities so that I can check the distance for you by bus and by train. Okay. I think I'm getting. So me asking if proximity is based on that. Imagine he gets admitted to one school entirely different from mine. Sorry, I'm typing in short sentence because I can't stand it long. I understand, no problem. So let's assume you got in University of Gothenburg. Is there anything like University of Gothenburg uni? Okay, Gothenburg University. I'm trying to get the distance for you, Debbie. Gothenburg. So let me just check to Lund University. Lund Uni. So Debbie, I just checked now. Distance from Lund University to Gothenburg University is 2 hours 53 minutes by car and 3 hours 33 minutes by train. So imagine him going that every day, every day. It's going to be stressful. So you guys, if people want to study independently, but why would you want to study independently? Because I don't know how to explain, because now it means that people are going to have different visas. What if now he doesn't get admission? How are we going to do it? Okay, he will now put you in his admission, or you put him in your own admission. I think that's what you want to do. I'm not sure. So Debbie, do you understand? So I've checked it, Debbie. That's a lot. By train, 3 hours 33 minutes. By car, 2 hours. Let's say 3 hours by car. So it's too much. So both of you having independent application is understandable. Maybe you want to, just in case he doesn't get, you will get. Then if two of you now get, you people now decide who should go. meaning that if you decide that he'll be the one to study, when he's making application for you, he will put you under his own application to be his dependent. Then if you're the one that gets the admission, meaning that you will be the one to study, then you will put him under your application as your dependent. So that's the best way people can do. Right now, both of you can apply to the university. So anybody that gets depending on how much money people have. But I will not advise you people to do differently, because you don't know if they will give you visa and give him visa. It's very, very dicey. Do you understand? Two of you can apply for the admission now, but when it comes to giving visa, it's where there'll be problem. That's where you don't know. They may give you and they will not give him. So it's better that you streamline your application. That's my advice, but you don't have to take it, please. So the messages are too much. So let's see. Um I think I've answered Debbie. So Nelson, I made a mistake in date of birth, my personal info during application. Second, second instead of third. How can I correct this as the second is different from my document? Please, the question is not clear. You made a mistake in your date of birth, in your personal information in university admission. Please, can you rephrase the question? Debbie. Yes, independent application. Okay, yes, Debbie. Yes, I understand what you guys want to do, which is not bad. But then again, my fear is when it comes to the visa application. So what I would advise you to do, both of you now can do the independent application. Oh. So whoever gets the application, depending on how much the school fees is and how much your money is, one of you can decide to study while the other one joins as dependent and work. If you are the person that likes book, let him come and let him join you. You'll be your dependent and you'll be the one. If you know you are not strong, let him go and study. It's dicey, but one of you will be a dependent, you understand? That way you'll be able to support the other person. Because imagine you paying fees and he paying fees just in case you don't get scholarship. But you can still try to apply for scholarship. You never can tell, you may get the scholarship you get. And those of you that will get the scholarship, but just know that the scholarship does not cover your dependent. It's only you the scholarship covers. So let's assume now you get scholarship, and you're applying for resident permit, you have to show proof of fund for your dependents. That's if you have wife and children, you have to show proof of fund for them. The scholarship does not cover them. Scholarship only covers you. So Debbie, you've seen the distance. The distance is quite long. It's far. 3 hours is too much. You cannot live in that place and be going. No, no, you are going to burn out. So Debbie says also distance between University of Stockholm and document. Okay, I can check Stockholm and Gothenburg. Let me see, University of Stockholm. I think it's 5 hours. I'm not sure, but I think it's 5 hours by train. University, Stockholm University. So Debbie, Stockholm University is 5 hours by car, 5 hours 10 minutes by car. Train is 3 hours 47 minutes. So it's quite a distance. That's a lot, yeah. Um Young says, have joined your WhatsApp group. Oh, Young, you're welcome. Debbie, you are the best. Thank you. Debbie, thank you so much. You're welcome. Rukayat, both of you can go and be seeing each other. Rukayat, Rukayat, you think it's easy. You think it's easy. So it's not easy. Oh. It's not easy. There's one of my friend here. His wife is studying here. He too. I think he's done with his study, but they are different cities. So we live 13. Where we live in the north currently, and she's studying in Gothenburg University. And from here to the north is 13 hours by train. So sometimes she takes night train and arrives the next morning. It's crazy. So you want to think about it. It's not easy transport too, because when you come, the beginning time when you come is survival period. So you don't want to come and be spending all the small money you don't have because of you want to go and see your husband or your boyfriend. So look at, but the expenses, yeah, the expenses will be much. It will be much. So normally now for this kind of trip now you can be seeing like 600 crowns, 700 crowns, depending. Yes, because from my school from Orebro to Stockholm, we're paying 350 crowns. So you can just imagine. Even say from Orebro to Gothenburg is 5 hours. It's not it's not easy. So Nelson says, in the university admission portal, I made a mistake in my date of birth. My correct date of birth is 3rd October, but on the portal it's 2nd October. How do I correct it? Hmm. Hmm? I don't think you can edit in the portal, just like we did. Can you edit? I don't think I will check, please. Nelson, can you? Is there no place for you to edit it? There should be a place for you to edit it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a problem, but right now you just do your application. Even maybe second and third, maybe you want to go and type 3, you now go and type 2. Is mistake is, but I'm going to check if it's possible for you to edit. Then I'll just tell you if it's possible or not. Prince says, I think you can go to the profile section of the portal and edit. So Nelson, please check if you can edit it. There should be a way to edit it. Debbie says, we are both applying. Oh, nice. Okay, and I know why you chose the Gothenburg, because yeah, Gothenburg used to, they, yeah, please, both of you should apply for scholarships, right? If you can get it or more. This husband and wife here, two of them, they are on scholarship, that they are balling. They are balling. So it means that both of you will be on independent resident permit. So you are responsible for your own resident permit, and he is responsible for his own resident permit. So it's a good thing both of you are doing. Very smart. Very, very smart. Joy says, please drop the link for your WhatsApp group. Joy, go to my last video, check the description, scroll down, you'll see the link there. Ruka, yeah, I know we cannot edit, because I've tried to do that thing. You can't edit. I think that's the Otilo, but just apply in faith. Yeah, you can't edit. I know. I don't know. Maybe you can try to email them and see that you, in your profile for university admission, you made a mistake in your date of birth. Instead of 3, you put 2, and hear what they will say, if it's going to be a problem or not. So just email them. Sometimes they may tell you that they cannot give answer to that, but don't worry. Just do your application. It may not be a problem. It's just your profile now. So Ricard says, if you have not sent transcript and pay application fee, you can delete the application and start again. That's another one. That means you have to change email. You have to use a different email. You cannot use the email that you've used before. Do you get? You cannot use the email you've used before. So use a different email. Nelson, if you have not paid your transcript, if you have not paid for transcripts and you've not paid for application fee, if you have not done it, if you are just in the process of selecting university and you feel you're not comfortable with the date of birth, um if you go to universityadmission.se, scroll down, you are going to see support or contact us or something. You will see their email address there. You can just email them. I don't have my laptop, but I've checked the how you can get it. I think pages or something. Just go around the website. You will see email that you can use to I think whether it's support. Eh? Yeah, support for something. Just click on it. They will provide an email for you. They can email them. But then again, you can do what Rukayat said. If you have not paid for your application fee, you've not paid for your this thing, just go and look for another email, create a new account, start the application all over again, do the right thing the same way you did. So that's another option. Please, who do I email? I have not paid, send. Oh wow. Yeah, you have I've paid and oh well, no, well, you've paid and sent transcript. Try, just go and look for the email. Please, what of letter of recommendation? What about letter of recommendation? You go and write a letter of recommendation. I don't have template for helping to write letter of recommendation. I try to avoid those kind of things, so that, because, so I don't have template for writing letter of recommendation. You can try to research, surf the net. There's a lot of examples of how to write letter of recommendation. No, letter of recommendation is comes from your school now, or where, depending on what they're asking you for the recommendation for. Is it from work or from your school? If it's from school, if you need letter of recommendation, you can go and meet your lecturer in school. You can meet your lecturer in school to just write like nice stuff about you, that you, or your project supervisor, the person that help you to do project can you can meet him. The person will write nice stuff about you, that they've worked with you, you are very diligent. So, but it depends on the letter of recommendation. You can also get it from where you've worked. Let's assume you've worked in a company or something. You can meet your boss to write letter of recommendation for you. Mhm. Rukayat, you are safe. As long as they didn't ask it, you are safe. You are safe, to be honest. It's not all the schools that ask for it. Like my sister-in-law's application, just one school requested for it. So that's it. That's it. So you are safe. Don't worry. Maybe you chose the right school. You're in the right path. Believe you're in the right path. So guys, do you have more questions? So Nelson, please find how you can email those people. Find how you can email those people, please. It's very important now that you bought. I don't know if it's going to be a problem, because even the name too. But just try. Just try it. See how you can email them. Rukayat, don't worry, Rukayat, you are safe. You are very, very safe. You are very, very safe. So I think I've exhausted today's question. Oh. Did you guys see the spelling? Who asked me for that spelling? Oh? Is it uh, Prince? Prince, I hope you've seen the spelling. The spelling for migrationsvacket.se. So I think that's that for today. Since nobody has more questions, we will talk about today. Okay, guys, thank you for joining today's live. I really appreciate your time and effort. I hope you learned one or two things. Please don't worry, we'll keep coming live again. If you have any pressing questions or this thing, just keep them. Whenever I come live, I'll just inform you guys on the group. Ah, you will have Lake says, after submitting application, when do you think it's okay to send transcripts? In, processing transcripts here is processing transcript is difficult in Nigeria. So immediately, as long as you've gotten your application number, start processing your transcript and send. You get, so don't wait at all. Don't wait, because it takes time. I don't know the school you graduated from, but it takes time. Debbie, please, I did religious studies in the university. Is it safe to apply for sociology and social work for masters? I wouldn't say. It depends on the courses you did in your transcript. So you just take your transcript, look at the subject or the courses you did, go back to the program, look for what they are requesting for. You understand? Maybe they'll tell you, oh, we expect that you should have done 30 ECT in social studies or blah 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 blah, something like that. So I cannot tell you, oh, this one will work with this one. No, just take your transcript, look at the subject you did from your year 2 to your year 4. If it's something relating to sociology and social work, and if it's something that they requested in the course, then by all means you can apply. You get. Joy says, what have what about what about have three bank accounts for the proof of fund in my name? Hope I can submit the three like that without merging them. So this is it. You don't want to put yourself in a lot of stress. Don't forget that these people are calling the banks. Let's assume you have Access Bank, you have GT Bank, you have a Zenith Bank. Just gather all the money and put in one account. You get accounts that you know that when they call they will answer. You get, put it in one account. Then if you have dollar account, definitely I will not advise you to go and change your dollar to naira. Leave your the money in your dollar account that's in your name. Then you upload that one, upload your naira account. It's okay. You get, but don't have the same maybe access bank, any bank, GT bank. You now go and upload everything. That means you are even giving them more work. They have to call access bank, call GT bank, call Zenith bank. So to be on the safe side, one bank for Nigerian money. If you have dollar account, put it in the dollar account so that you understand. So that's how it is. So don't give yourself work, because these banks in Nigeria, they will, some of them have, they will not pick the calls, and we don't want that, please. So don't, if it's Nigerian banks, don't bother merging three. If it's Nigerian bank, put all the money in one account. Eche Tochuku, how do you often have live session? My brother, as the spirit leads, so, but maybe I want to be doing it often now, because a lot of people are having questions coming. And most times, the reason why I do this live sessions is easier for me to explain to you than typing. When I'm typing, I will not express myself the way I want to express myself. So maybe I can decide to have it like I did one on Saturday and Mondays, because I always have time. Maybe Saturday, Sunday, Mondays are times that I always have, but most times it's as the spirit lead. If on my group if on my group I have a lot of, like today now, I came, I saw a lot of questions. I said, no, 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 I cannot read this. Please, if you want to know anything, come and join my life. Let's vibe together, let's answer questions. So sometimes as a spirit lead, but if you're in the group, I can tell you advance that, oh, so I'll be going live these days. And most times it depends on if people have questions. If you don't have questions to ask me, but I know that a lot of people will always have questions, and I'm opening to answer the question, even if it's repeating itself. I don't have a problem with that. You get. So um Eche Eche Tochukwu. I like that name. So that's when I have my live sections. So any, as the spirit leads, or by planning, or by informing, but as long as, but just know that every of my life you will learn one thing or two that will help you in your application. And one thing about me, I'm not going to tell you what I don't know. You get, like some of you ask me for scholarship. Not that I don't, I'm not really keen to talk about scholarship, because I don't have first-hand experience for scholarship. So most of the things I tell you is I've gone through the study route, I've gone through the work route. There's a lot of information. If I load you with all the information, you will not want to even start the application in the first place. But I want you guys to put in the work and get this application. So Eche, if you can join the group anytime I'm coming live, we would go live. Like on Saturday, we decided the time that I wanted to go live, and we went live. So Rukaya said you should be safe. Nelson, so far all your documents have the same date of birth. Yeah, I think so. Nelson, but still email them. You get, still email them. Let them give you their own opinion. And if they don't give you any opinion, they go and pray, go and talk to your creator. Nothing will happen. Debbie, how do we join the group again? Please, Debbie, go to my last video. Go to my last video. Just check the description box, scroll down to the end, and you see join the live chat. So that group, you guys, that group, you have a lot of your friends that are there. So any question you have, just drop on the group. Some of them can help you, because some of them have passed the stage you might have been now. Because I know Rukayat is always engaging on my videos, my posts. I really appreciate you, Rukayat. So sometimes she has idea of all these things. She has gone far. So your friends can help you. Somebody even told us how to make payment. So instead of you to be thinking about who you will send money to in Sweden here to help you make payment, they were the ones that brought out how to make payments, and it was really nice. A lot of people have used it, and they were like, oh, it was very fast. So imagine thinking about giving somebody money to come and pay for you here. Meanwhile, so it was, I think it was Uchena that helped us with that. So that group is not only me that will be helping you, a lot of your friends too. If you have problem, just drop in the group. It's just like a group to help ourselves. It's not as if we're having anything talking inside there. You understand? But you are going to get help, and sometimes some deep things I cannot say here, I can also say them there. You get. So Debbie, I hope I answered you. Hmm. So thank you guys for joining today's live. If I'm going to come live again, I'm going to tell you, depending, maybe in a week I can come 2 times. I can come live 2 times or 3 times, depending on my mood and how I want to answer questions. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video or my next live. Bye.